Hello everyone, back for a Canary Watch episode. I hope you guys are well. I thought I'd do this one live instead of recording it because I've got to go out very shortly. And I thought it'd be a nice change as well. So let me just tweet this out. Just get a few of you guys in here and then we will get the show on the road. We've got a lot of things to talk about today. Yeah, so let's get straight into it. Now, an exciting day of transfer news, a few of rumours flying about, a few new ones. The newest rumour is Ricky van Wolfswinkel. Yes, Ricky van Wolfswinkel has been linked with a move back to Sporting Lisbon. Yes, Sporting Lisbon apparently want Ricky van Wolfswinkel. Now, I'm on news now, so I'll have a quick look at a few of the articles. Lots of reporting that the Portuguese paper Abola, not Ebola, Abola, as well as the Mirror, the English Mirror, is reporting that Sporting Lisbon are interested in Van Wolfswinkel on a loan basis with the potential to buy. So this is an interesting one, actually. He scored 9 goals at St Etienne last year. 5 of them came in the league. So, you know, he done okay there. He done okay. It wasn't too bad. Now, the thing we need to be thinking about here is, all to discuss, yeah. The thing we need to be thinking about here is, can he come back into this Norwich side? Now, under someone like Neil Adams or Chris Hughton, I would have said yes. Under Alex Neil, I think it's very different. I think Alex Neil demands a certain work rate out of players that Ricky van Wolfswinkel simply can't live up to. He's not that kind of player. He's a in-the-box type of player. We've seen it with Gary Hooper, a similar type of player, not getting into Alex Neil's team as much as he wants. That's the reason why Gary Hooper's been linked with moves away to different clubs. I mean, even down to like League One, he's been linked with. Like, Gary Hooper is a Premier League striker. There's no doubt about that. He will score goals in the Premier League, and I'd like to see him at Carrow Road next season. That's another rumour. Gary Hooper, that's going to be a bit quiet. Everything's just died down. Look at Mbokani, Yedlin. Them two were pretty much nailed on a week ago. Like, I was adamant that they would be signing on before today. And it hasn't happened. And I haven't heard anything about it. Mbokani has joined up with Dynamo Kiev, his team, in a pre-season training in Austria. So that looks less and less likely every day. The Yedlin deal just seems to have fallen to pieces. I haven't heard anything about that. Hopefully, it's going under the radar a bit. That's what I'm hoping. We need a right back. Mbokani, you know, I'm not too fussed about. Like, there's probably other strikers out there. Right backs are a bit harder to find. And Yedlin would be a quality addition to the side. Let's talk about the Mbokani deal. I discussed it last time. There was a lot of money worries. Apparently, we did 4.8 million, and they wanted 5.5. So fairly close to their valuation. From what I've seen, he looks like a decent player. Maybe lacking a bit of fitness, which is a worry. And that deal seemed to have fell through on the money side of things. Anderlecht still owed money by Dynamo Kiev, and he can't go anywhere until that happens. So, you know, Kiev owe Anderlecht money. It might be the case that he stays at Dynamo Kiev. By the way, I'm not going to be staying on here for too long, like 10, 15 minutes, just to discuss everything. Another one which really excites me is Nathan Dyer. Yes, Nathan Dyer has been linked with a move from Swansea. That seems to have picked up a bit of momentum over the past few days. Originally, I was surprised to see him linked with us. You know, Gary Monk likes Nathan Dyer. Oh yeah, go into the comments quickly. Hello to Kellen Thomas. Any news about Dyer? I'm now discussing that. Howard Smith, hello. How are you, mate? I'll get onto the Van Dijk thoughts shortly. If you could leave this video a like, that'll help out a lot. You know, that'll get things going and get some people in here. Let me just tweet it out once more, just to get anyone in here that isn't already. By the way, I hope you've had a good Friday. You know, the weekend's here, the sun is shining. What more can we wish for? It's been a wonderful day here in and around Norwich. So yeah, last tweet. Let's get straight into it. So Nathan Dyer, yes. Gary Monk loves the guy. He played him a lot last season. I think he played in 38 of Swansea's 45 games, something like that. So a very high ratio of the games he played in. Now, he's a very good winger. I like Nathan Dyer. I think he'd be a very good addition to the squad. Can we get hold of him? He's a Premier League player, probably with a big valuation as well. I'm not too convinced. The South Wales, was it South Wales Echo or something? Some South Wales paper was saying that we could get hold of him. Now, I'm just thinking, like, we've got Redmond in that position. We need to play. We need to get minutes out of Redmond. He's young, and this is sort of the make or break season, in my opinion, for Redmond. At the end of last season, he was incredible. He really, really did exceed expectations. At the start of the season, he wasn't too great. So next season is really going to be the sort of season that Nathan Redmond comes into his own and shows if he's a class player or a hot prospect that sort of died out a bit. We're also hopefully going to be seeing a bit of the Murphys. A few of the youth players might break through. So I'm not sure if Nathan Dyer's should be at the top of our list. Yes, if we can get him, great. But I don't think we should be splashing loads of cash at him. Now, another comment that was left. Van Dijk. Yes, Van Dijk. Another rumour has just died out. I really, like the top 5 players, I'd go Van Dijk and then Yedlin. We need defenders. If we don't get defenders in for the Premier League, we are screwed. If we get Van Dijk and Yedlin in, I think we'll be solid. Now, there was talks about Hooper going to Celtic and us getting Van Dijk, and so cash and Hooper for Van Dijk. Now, I'd definitely take that. I think, yes, Hooper's a good player, but we don't really need him. Like, we've got Jerome, we've got Grabban, we're going to be adding probably another striker, and I'll be very surprised if we don't. We need Van Dijk, them quality additions. Like, I watched Celtic quite a few times last season, and he was the only real player that really sort of exceeded expectation for me. He's good in the air. He's good, on the floor. He scored a fair amount of goals for a centre-back. So Van Dijk would be awesome. Another one, not really a rumour, this is about Martin Olsson. He's just undergone shoulder surgery. Yes, he's undergone shoulder surgery. We knew he was suffering with a shoulder injury at the end of last season. He went through a few games through pain, and now he got the operation, which means he hopefully will be fit for next season, or the start of next season. Sorry, Norwich made a statement literally 10 minutes ago, and it looks like he will be fit for the start of the season, which is really, really promising, because I know we've been linked with a few left backs. I think Martin Olsson's a good player. Like, he got a lot of stick last season. I think he was really good for the majority of last season. I think the stick was unfair. I know I was giving Whittaker a lot of stick, and a lot of people thought he was good towards all the times when I was giving him stick. People thought he was playing good. It's all up to matter of opinion. I really like the directness of Olsson. I really like the sort of offensiveness of him, the way he gets forward, which is fantastic for me. I don't think there's many other rumours. This is one. Jazz Richards has just signed for Fulham. Is from Swansea. I reported on that about, I think it was episode 3 of Canary Watch. He was linked to Norwich. I could never see that one really coming off. Mark Bunn is set to join Bristol City. That's a strange one. Mark Bunn, he was a strange guy, wasn't he? Like, I think he thought he was like Casillas on Twitter. He just loved himself so much. He done okay for us when we really needed him, but his attitude towards the end just stank. But mainly today is all about Ricky van Wolfswinkel and Nathan Dyer. Leave me your thoughts on them two in the comments. I'm not sure if a comment. Oh yeah, here we go. Rudy Gested, JJ Murta. Yes, is that Rudy Gested? Yeah, he was linked. That was a strange one, because that was a Sky Sports one, wasn't it? They said we'd made an official inquiry. So normally Sky Sports are pretty legit. They're not going to be throwing things out there. I know it came up as like a breaking news on my phone. So it's pretty legit. I'm not too convinced on Rudy Gested. I think he's better than Jordan Rhodes. I was impressed with him more than Jordan Rhodes when we played Blackburn last season, but his goal ratio isn't great. I think we were talking about like 5 million. I just think there's people better out there. Lee Branky said Van Dijk will play Celtic's Champions League qualifiers before deciding his future, mate. All depends on if they go through. Yeah, coming from Rangers fans, yeah, let's hope that Celtic go out then. Obviously, he's not going to turn down Champions League football. I'd just love him. I'd love to see him here. Kellen Thomas said, I'm a Swansea fan and I wouldn't really care if he left about Nathan Dyer. He doesn't know what he's good at. That's fair enough. I thought the Swansea fans really liked him. Well, you might like him. You might just want him to leave. But yeah, that's fair enough. Ben Allen, hello, mate. Good to see a few of you guys in here. Jake Mann says, I see you're going to Cambridge away. Have you got your tickets? Yes, I've got my tickets. Me and 3 other mates are going. I know the Barclay and Project are going. Cambridge is a really, really nice place and a really nice ground if you haven't been. So all of you guys watching, if you can get tickets for the Cambridge away game, they're on sale on the Canaries website, or just phone up there. I think it's like £5 a ticket for under 17s and a tenner for adults. So really good value. That'll be a great occasion. I hope to see a few of you there. Kellen Thomas is really sort of digging into Dyer a bit here. He said he doesn't beat any fullback ever. It's an interesting one. Like I said, I don't think it should be at the top of our list for players to sign, but I think he could be a decent addition at the right price. I wouldn't pay over the odds for him. Norwich should sign Sacco on a free transfer. That was from Boom Came 4. If you're talking about Sacco from Wolves, like, I'd snap him up, but he wants 50k a week and he wants to stay in the Midlands. So that's never ever going to happen. Gambino, when are we buying a centre back, mate? I thought we were going to be buying a centre back last week, but it hasn't come off. Now this is a very interesting one. Christian Reed Thomas said, would you like to see El Mohammadi at Norwich? Now this is something I was going to talk about. My mate at college is in love with El Mohammadi. He loves the bloke. I watched him a few times. I can't say I know much about him, but I think he's going to be wanting to play Premier League football, El Mohammadi, and I would definitely take him at Norwich. I wouldn't take him over Yedlin, but I'd definitely take him. I think that's a player we should be looking at, actually. El Mohammadi, that's a great shout, mate. Christian Reed Thomas, you know your stuff. But yeah, El Mohammadi, definitely. Howard Smith says, John Guidetti, I think he'd be quality young and on a free, lacks pace. Now, this was while I reported in my very first episode. We were heavily linked with John Guidetti. I don't think he's going to be coming to Norwich. He impressed the Sweden under 21s, didn't he? I think they won, was it the under 21 European Championship or something? He was leading like their mental Sweden chants. That was awesome. But no, I can't see Guidetti coming, and I wouldn't take him, to be honest, either. I mean, he's a good player. He'll score you a few goals, but yeah. Last comment. Oh yeah, Ben Allen, Austin bid rejected by Leicester. Yes, I tweeted that out earlier. I would love to see Charlie Austin at Norwich City. I would pay 15 million for Austin. We've got the money. Let's go for him. Ben Allen, tweet Dave McNally, say we want Charlie Austin. I did it earlier. Final comment is from Luke Rumbelow, one of my longest serving subscribers, I think. Said, personally, I wouldn't want RVW to go on loan. Would prefer him to stay and prove himself. Could potentially go on a free if we don't be careful. Yeah, that is true. He could be going on a free. That would be tragic. I don't think we'd get too much for him at the moment. I think we'd get like 4 million max, like very top price. So we're going to be losing a lot of money on him. But at the end of the day, it's Ricky Van Wolfswinkel. I love the bloke. He just hasn't scored goals. I don't think he'd cut it in the Premier League. Like we can all like hype ourselves up about it, but I genuinely don't think he'd cut it. Like, nothing's changed from when he left us. Yes, we've got a more attacking team, but he still doesn't look that great. Like, he's just completely lost it. I watched him a few times at St Etienne. He just hasn't got that thing we saw him have at Sporting Lisbon anymore. That just, I don't know. He's just lost it. He's lost the yard of pace. He's lost his clinical finishing ability. He's just lost it. I might be proven wrong. I hope I am. But, you know, who knows? So that's it, really. RVW, is that going to happen? I think there is substance in it. I think there's a possibility of it happening. Put it that way. He could be going to Sporting Lisbon. Nathan Dyer to Norwich could be happening. Gary Hooper linked with pretty much every Football League team. Possibility. I think we might keep him, though. Obviously, the Olsson news that he could be fit for the start of the season, which is brilliant. And then obviously the likes of Dyer, Yedlin, Van Dijk, all the players we've been linked with since like 6 weeks ago. So I hope you've enjoyed. Leave a like on this video. That always helps me a lot. Thank you so much for your support over the past few videos. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I know that I keep sometimes repeating the same transfer rumours, but I am genuinely trying to pick out the legit ones. I skim over like 15, 20 transfer rumors a week. The ones that I know are just complete bullshit. So I'm skipping over a lot, but I'm trying to bring you guys the transfer news and just compact it into video format. Like, I love watching other YouTubers. I learn the most from video content. I'm a visual learner, so I like to think that you guys are getting something out of these videos, even if it is just me rambling on for a couple of minutes talking about Norwich and the transfer news. I've got some exciting videos coming up over the summer. I've been talking with a few ex-Norwich City players. Going to be sorting something out there. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. Go outside, enjoy this sun. I will see you hopefully over the weekend for some more videos. Have a great evening. Hopefully we sign some new players, and I will see you very soon. Peace out.